Okay, just two problems left on our rationalizing the denominator. We're going to continue in the same vein, finding the complex conjugate. What do you see as the complex conjugate? I really hope you saw that it was 5 plus 3i. Now notice the numerator of this one is different from most of our other ones because it is a monomial, meaning it's only got one term. So in this case we're just going to distribute rather than FOIL because we don't have a second term to use to FOIL. 5 times 5 gives us 25, and 5 times 3i gives me 15i. Now the denominator I'm still going to need to FOIL because I have binomials. That means there are two terms. 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 3i is 15i, negative 3i times 5, negative 15i, and negative 3i times 3i, negative 9i squared. Remember that that I squared is actually negative 1, so on the next step we'll change that. 25 plus 15i, there aren't any like terms, so I just have to bring those along. Bring my 25 from the denominator. These like terms cancel out, and I have negative 9 times negative 1, so positive 9. So 25 plus 15i all over 25 plus 9 is 34. And again, I have a real part and an imaginary part, so I have to split them to give my final answer. 25 over 34 plus 15 over 34i. Final answer. And our very last one, what do you think we're going to do on this one? Hopefully you remembered that we were going to multiply by the complex conjugate. And also hopefully you realize that the complex conjugate is going to be 9 plus 9i. And in the numerator, again, one term and a binomial means we're going to distribute. So 10 times 9 gives me 90. 10 times 9i is 90i over, I have to FOIL this out, 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times positive 9i is positive 81i. Negative 9i times 9 is negative 81i. And negative 9i times positive 9i, negative 81i squared. Again, our like terms in the denominator will cancel. Our numerator doesn't have any like terms, so we need to bring it along to our next step. And I squared, remember, is actually negative 1. So bring this 81 along. Negative 81 times negative 1 is going to give me positive 81. So we've got 90 plus 90i over 162. And we can divide all of those by 18. And when we divide those all by 18, we're going to get 5/9. Oh, and we're going to split it because this is a real part and this is an imaginary part. 5/9 plus 5/9i.